Scrappy friends, I have a fun video for you today, and this is the layout that I did for the SpiegelMom Scraps blog. So I am on the SpiegelMom Scraps Design Team, if you did not know, which you may have not caught if you don't follow me anywhere else besides YouTube, and I am super excited to be on the design team because I love me some sequins. I often have times where I tell myself to not use sequins because I use sequins quite a lot and I feel like it's kind of overkill. But now that I'm on the design team for SpiegelMom Scraps, I feel like I can use sequins whenever I want. So let's get to the layout. I decided to tape the process. I'm not sure if I'll do every layout that I do for the blog because I am on the blog squad, but if you do want to see more process videos using the SpiegelMom Scraps sequins and other products that she sells, there are plenty of other ladies who post to their own YouTube channel and the SpiegelMom Scraps YouTube channel as well, sharing other products that she has. So one of the things that she has in her store is this amazing shimmers, paints, dazzlers, and oh my gosh, they're amazing. They're so like creamy and like they're sparkly and they're just really fun. I find that with the heat gun, they dry pretty quick. I didn't have a problem. I know I've talked to other people and they said that theirs didn't dry very fast, but I think with my heat gun, I didn't have much of a problem. I did this all in one day. So as you can see, I am layering. I'm using 6x6 pads mostly today on this layout because I have a ton. I don't know about you guys, but I do. I have quite a bit and I'm pretty good about getting through most of them, but then I'll have like just random sheets, and so I try to on an occasion do layouts where I'm layering the bits and pieces from the papers that I have, and a lot of times I'll have like half papers because I layer them a lot. And so I am using crepe paper boys rule, so that is an older crepe paper line, but I also use that big sheet which is from the new crepe paper boy line that is Cool Kid, and it has like fun words on it. It's perfect because this layout is about video games, and my kids very much love to play video games right now. That's kind of like their thing, or one of the things that they like to do amongst many. And my son, who's 4, his biggest thing is to watch his sisters play. He really does not like to play himself. I think it's because it's hard for him, but he really loves to watch, and he'll often ask them to play certain games and he'll be like, you play. So I titled this You Play, I Watch Game Rules. So pretty much it's like you play comma I watch and then the semicolon game rules. So I thought that it would just be kind of fun to do a little fun title. And these Studio Calico letter alphas are really fun. As you can see, I'm trying to fit it all on the bottom, and I do, but I do have to kind of move it, and these are really hard to move around just because they're really, because of the scratchiness or the wonkiness of the letters, I find that they just rip really easily. I'm glad I have 2 packs. Though they are soon going to be gone. It takes me a while to find, and I'm kind of glad that there was the blue though, because I haven't used much of it and it matches a lot of the blues and stuff because I have different color blues. I will say the Dazzlers is a little bit more sky blue than some of the other blues in my paper, but I'm okay with that. I mean, sometimes that bugs me when the colors don't match, and sometimes it doesn't. And this time I was like, you know what, I'm gonna choose not to care because I'm just using lots of different layers and funness, and So I figured it didn't really matter. And you know what? In the end, our family members are not going to go, oh, you didn't match the color. No, okay, they might. They might if they're, you know, picky like that too. But so I'm just going to look through the ephemera from the boys' rule. I have tons of it. There was tons of acetate pieces, and there are these vellum pieces. They're not even acetate. This was before acetate, but there was some, I knew that there was some video game type inspired pieces, so I really wanted to pick them out because my thought process is that I'm going to use some of these and add sequins to them and make them more interactive. And so yeah, so as you can see, I'm just using my stapler because they're vellum, you can kind of see through them. I mean, I don't mind using my ATG, or glossy accents even works, but glossy accents kind of warps them a little bit, I find. I also went through the So Rad embellishment pack from Simple Stories, just because I knew that that had some boy stuff, and I generally try to not overly girlify or boyify my layouts, though I think they tend to be more girly than boys. And I think it's just because, one, I have 2 girls, but you know. So I'm working on some stars and stuff and some of these old video game pieces, and I am sorry for my head. I stood for part of this, and I guess I didn't realize that my head was in the way. So I tried to cut out the pieces where my head was really in the way. And my hair is like really crazy that day. I will say I am loving the color on this video. I did this during the day when the light wasn't shining in so much. So, and then I use this flare. It kind of has some of the same colors in it. I mean, it's a little bit more orangey, but the So Rad collection has some of that in there. So I'm okay with that. In a minute, I'm going to look. Oh yeah, here's my sequins. So I found this pack of sequins. I will make sure that I have the link in the description box of where you can find them. Also, I'll have the link to the blog post that I wrote up, which also has the link in it so that you can find it. But I really love these sequins because they have different shapes in them. There's some stars, there's some of these diamond type things, and some smaller sequins and stuff, and it really worked well with the colors that I was working with, but also to just have different shapes that kind of go with video games. So it was perfect for this layout, and it makes me super happy because, like I said, if I can add sequins to my layouts, I love it. So I'm just kind of scattering them about, and in a minute I am going to be done and you're going to see some close-ups. So don't forget to check out the info box below, and you can find all the info on the SpiegelMom Scraps products that I used and where you can find them, and the blog post so that you can see what I wrote about it. Basically kind of what I told you, but a little bit more. I tend to be a little wordy in my blogs, but I like to explain what I'm doing. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And let me know if you guys want to see more of my SpiegelMom layouts, or if I should just not worry about it and just blog them. Yeah. I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you have an inspired week. Bye.